Welcome to TechVerse Reviews, your ultimate tech destination. From the latest gadgets to futuristic concepts, we break it all down. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Today's topic? Apple's mythical all-glass iPhone 20 might finally be real. Let's dive in. Apple released 3 iPhone models in 2017 to celebrate the iPhone's 10th anniversary. That was a first for the company, which used to launch only 2 iPhone variants in the years that preceded that anniversary. The iPhone X joined the iPhone 8 and iPhone 8 Plus that year, with the former delivering Apple's big redesign for the handset. I bought the iPhone X and embraced the all-screen iPhone with a notch and Face ID as soon as the handset was available. I never missed Touch ID or the former iPhone design, which Apple kept using for almost another decade. Looking back, the iPhone X was the obvious choice. It was more exciting. It felt like the future of the iPhone. But once the iPhone 20 rolls out in 2027, which is what I'm calling the 20th anniversary iPhone, it might be incredibly difficult to pick your next iPhone. That's because Apple might have stocked several compelling devices worthy of your attention by then. Buying the mostly glass, curved iPhone Apple will supposedly launch to celebrate the iPhone's next big milestone might not be as clear as buying the iPhone X was. And I'm saying that as a long-time iPhone user already considering my next iPhone choices. The iPhone 20 with no display cutouts? What's a mostly glass, curved iPhone? That's how Mark Gurman describes the 20th anniversary iPhone in his Power On newsletter for Bloomberg. He also says the 2027 iPhone will not feature any display cutouts, which implies Apple would move the Face ID and selfie camera components under the screen by then. Such distinct design details would make the iPhone 20 the standout handset of Apple's 2027 iPhone lineup. iPhone 20 makes the most sense as a product name for the handset, considering what Apple did for the 10th anniversary. Again, the iPhone X, pronounced 10, launched alongside the iPhone 8 and 8 Plus. Apple skipped the iPhone 9 completely. It's still unclear what the mostly glass design refers to. After all, current iPhone 16 models are mostly glass devices. They have a metal frame sandwiched between 2 glass panels. Will the iPhone 20 get a wraparound display like some of Apple's patents suggested years ago? It's too early to tell, but I'm already worried about dropping such a device. However, if these reports pan out, the iPhone 20 could be the perfect all-screen iPhone we've been waiting for. That doesn't mean it will automatically be the best iPhone choice of that year. The larger iPhone 19 Air. I'm buying the ultra-slim iPhone 17 Air this year, compromises be damned, and assuming tariffs don't ruin its price. That is, I want a powerful iPhone with a large display and a thin body, and I'm willing to lose features along the way. So what if it has just one camera or a battery that barely makes it through the day? I will deal with all that, knowing that the Air series will get better. The iPhone 18 Air should bring additional energy efficiencies thanks to an even better processor. Also, I expect Apple to introduce new battery tech that will bring stellar battery life to slim candy bar phones. I'm explicitly referring to candy bar phones here because there's another ultra-slim iPhone in the making that should not make any battery compromises. More on that below. I'm not going to upgrade to the iPhone 18 Air in 2026 if I get the 17 Air this year, but there is a report from a different insider that we should all be aware of. Ming-Chi Kuo said a few days ago that Apple will release an iPhone 19 Air in 2027, featuring a larger display than the iPhone 18 Air. Kuo seemed to corroborate a report from the information that said Apple would change how it sells iPhones in 2026, once the first-gen iPhone Fold model arrives. That report also noted that at least on 2027 iPhone models will have a display without camera cutouts. The iPhone 17 Air will be almost as big as the iPhone 17 Pro Max. A larger iPhone 19 Air means the handset will get a slightly larger battery or a better camera module on the back. iPhone Fold 2. The consensus is that Apple will release its first-gen foldable iPhone in 2026. This device will be unlike what the competition has to offer, even though Apple rivals have been manufacturing foldable phones for almost a decade. The iPhone Fold should feature a brand new type of hinge that, coupled with new foldable display tech, will let Apple eliminate the crease. The handset will also be very thin, which means it'll pack a thin battery of its own. Unlike the iPhone 17 Air, the iPhone Fold would have more room for a larger battery, as each half will house a battery pack. More interestingly, the first foldable iPhone is claimed to challenge traditional foldables by offering a new aspect ratio. The phone will not be as tall as the Galaxy Z Fold, packing a 5.4-inch display when folded. But unfolded, the foldable iPhone will have a display that's almost as big as the iPad mini. That is, Apple isn't going for a clamshell iPhone foldable that would resemble the Galaxy Z Flip. Instead, we're getting a unique take on foldable phones. You've probably realized where I'm heading by now. The 2026 iPhone Fold will probably stun the world, but the 2027 iPhone Fold 2 will deliver an even better foldable package, as Apple will continue to refine its design. The boring iPhones. To recap, iPhone fans will have at least 3 exciting iPhones to choose from in late 2027. The all-screen, mostly glass iPhone 20, the larger iPhone 19 Air that's not even a flagship, and the iPhone Fold 2 foldable. This is definitely not 2017 again. The iPhone 20 that Gurman is describing might not necessarily be the only must-have iPhone of 2027. But wait, it gets even more complicated than that. Apple's cheaper iPhones, including the brand new iPhone E version, are incredible devices. You wouldn't be wrong to buy an iPhone 16e or iPhone 16 right now instead of the more expensive versions. The same reports from Qua and the information I mentioned before said Apple would pair the iPhone 18 and iPhone 18e in the first half of 2027. I'm certain many buyers will be more than happy with one of these devices. They won't have to wait for the flagship iPhones of 2027, which will include the 3 devices I described above. Finally, I can't help but wonder whether the iPhone 19 Pro and 19 Pro Max will disappear, morphing into the iPhone 20 line, or whether they'll be sold as standalone devices. Qua's report said these 2 devices will be available in the second half of 2027. He didn't mention the mostly glass iPhone 20 Gurman is describing. If Apple's 2027 iPhone lineup includes the regular iPhone 19 Pro models next to the redesigned iPhone 20, iPhone 19 Air, and iPhone Fold, choosing a premium iPhone will become even harder. What do you think about Apple's all-glass iPhone 20? Drop a comment. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, share with fellow tech lovers, and subscribe for more mind-blowing tech reviews. Rocket I'm your name at Tech for Saravias 321, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.